Dave Berry here with National Recruiting Director Adam Gorney. Big news over the weekend, Adam, is five-star cornerback Jaheim Singletary, formerly committed to Ohio State. He commits to Georgia just when you thought Georgia's 2022 class couldn't get any stronger. So, Adam, he's the number one corner in the country. Tell us about what Georgia is getting in him as a player.
Yeah, we moved him to number one corner in the country after seeing him in the in the spring and summer, and he's long, he's athletic, he's competitive, he chirps at receivers, he gets after it. Everything that Georgia is looking for in a defensive back and across the board, really, on the Georgia defense is what Singletary encompasses. He's a guy that's going to be able to run with any receiver in the SEC. He's long, so he's going to, even if he's a step behind, he can reach up and tip the ball away or pick it off. He's surprisingly physical. He's kind of a long, lean corner, so he can still come up and hit you. All the stuff that Georgia wants out of their defensive players: aggressiveness, toughness, getting after it, kind of that dog mentality, is completely what Singletary is all about. So that's why we moved him to number one at the position. He's a rare athlete, and Georgia is continuing to load up across the board.
Yeah, they've got the number one recruiting class just ahead of Alabama, obviously having a very impressive year this year. They've had success in the past with recruiting. It hasn't translated recently to national championships. With the way things are going for them right now, do you maybe see a shift of power in the SEC away from Alabama toward Georgia?
Yeah, it's hard to say that. Based basically on recruiting rankings, Georgia is in line for a national championship. Watching them on the field this season, Georgia is absolutely the team to beat for a national championship. Their defense, I believe, is giving up about 6 points a game. The offense still needs some playmakers on the outside, but certainly has the talent to win a national championship. In terms of a shift of power, Alabama is still recruiting so incredibly well. But Georgia is absolutely right there, neck and neck with Alabama now. This recruiting class continues to build on that, more depth, more five-star talent at every position. If you go across the board at Georgia and just look at the players that they have everywhere, I mean, five stars all across the field. N'Kobe Dean should have been a five-star. He's playing like a five-star, absolutely. Kirby Smart and his entire staff are incredibly aggressive. They go after the best players in the country. They get them on campus and really sell them hard on what Georgia's all about. They get players in the NFL. All of what Alabama did, the blueprint that Nick Saban had for over the last 2 decades or so, is exactly what Kirby Smart is doing. So Alabama isn't going anywhere, but Georgia right now is there. They're not the little brother anymore. They're right there with Alabama in terms of future college football playoff runs and future national championships. It's going to be very interesting to see how they match up in the SEC championship game to see if they've overtaken Alabama at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be fun to watch that. And as we get into the playoffs. So I'll remind everybody you can go to ugasports.com for more information on the story. And as always, rivals.com. Adam, thanks for your time.
Thanks, Dave.